Morning, it's Vijay here. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Today is Thursday, 29th May 2025. Yesterday, the bulls were under pressure and they were probably praying for a miracle because today is the last day of the settlement, the monthly settlement for May, which has been basically range bound but extremely volatile. Now, I think they got it yesterday after US markets closed, where the US federal court blocked Trump's tariffs and said that you cannot take indiscriminate actions on across the countries. And so that has, even though the US markets closed lower, that has created havoc as the bears are concerned, and the bulls have taken it up, and the markets have gone up post the close there. So this is what Trump was doing. He was using a road roller and just smashing everything and going only on tariffs. Now that the court has said that that is not acceptable, the president still has got powers to enforce tariffs as and when it is required. If it's a national emergency, I think that is what the Trump administration is going to do. They will appeal the court judgment. However, for the very short term, it is a very big blow to Trump, because what will happen is the Superior Court will take cognizance of the problems which the Trump tariffs have happened, the effect of Trump tariffs on the global economy, and therefore I think a lot of it will get watered down. So the global market surged, especially US. Dow went up. Dow futures went up by 500 points, and then the Asian markets are done well, and so we are seeing something really, really good. Though, as I said, US markets ended lower on Wednesday. Nasdaq and S&P were down by about 0.5% each. And another good thing, as far as the bureaucracy is concerned, is Elon Musk is moving out of his, you know, where he was managing Doge. So that will again give some relief to the bureaucrats. And generally, market likes doesn't like this kind of reforms, and the market should also be stable because of that. Nvidia results were very good, so Nvidia also is really gone up after market, and so all in all, there is something, let's say, for everybody. So Nvidia was up 5% in after hours trade, because the earnings beat estimates. Then there is something on China, and we have to see how that will play out. Whether the renewal of battle between US and China, especially on the US student visa, will affect the markets. But right now, I don't think anything has happened. Oil is holding steady at $65 because of the OPEC is holding on the quotas, so there's nothing, no change there. Gold dipped about 1%. Dollar index rose about 100 after a long time. And as I said, Asian markets are higher in early trade. Nikkei was up 1% as we go into this video. So what are the cues this morning locally? Nifty declined for the second consecutive session. Nifty didn't have any traction whatsoever. ITC and IndusInd Bank were the biggest losers on Nifty. ITC, of course, because BAT sold a huge chunk of shares. So ITC was trading at around 420. The previous day it was around 432. Luckily, we sold ITC the previous day. We didn't know this was coming, but then sometimes luck also favors us. NIPCAP snapped a three-session winning streak. Escorts and Aurobindo Pharma were the biggest losers. Small cap advanced actually for the fourth consecutive session. It outperformed Nifty and mid cap index. Nifty PSU Bank was the top sectoral gainer. Slowly and steadily, stocks like PNB, Canara Bank, or a Bank of India, they're gaining traction because their earnings are good. The PE ratios are really very poor. Every other indicator, financial indicator, is in favor of the PSU banks. So Nifty Bank closed in the green, mainly led by Canara Bank and AU Small Bank. Nifty Energy and IT Index closed flat, and Nifty FMCG was the biggest loser. Nifty Auto declined for the second consecutive session. Basically, Bosch and M&M were the big losers, and Nifty Realty also snapped a three-session winning streak, mainly dragged by Raymond and Phoenix. But one should watch a Nifty Realty, in my opinion. though we don't have any stocks there. How was the fund flow? Fund flow looks tremendous. 12,575. I think everything went into ITC. ITC was the BAT was the seller, so I think the FIs and DIs bought from BAT. So I wouldn't put too much of emphasis on this big number because it will be mostly ITC shares which they would have bought. However, the earnings which came after market, Avanti Feeds, which I was expecting to be good, was it met expectations and beat expectations, which was again I was expecting to be good. Natco Pharma was in line, mixed with Heidelberg Cement. Cement is under pressure, and they will be under pressure this quarter because this is a monsoon quarter, and generally during monsoon, cements don't do well. Weak was Mishra Dhatu Nigam, Bata, again a weak quarter, and Birla South, which I thought will be good, but that is not to be. I would just like to draw your attention to two things yesterday. One was the NCLT Ahmedabad and Gensol. See, you'll have to be very careful when you buy momentum stocks. Gensol was a momentum stock. Now they've been turned that everybody knows now they've become a fraud. NCLT also talks of it. And SEBI bans in the IndusInd Bank's ex-CEO and four others from buying and selling shares because apparently they knew 15 months before the problem started and the CEO never revealed. Unfortunately, we had bought those shares on basis of CEO's assertions. Luckily, we sold. Not luckily, we sold at a loss, but that is okay because subsequent to that, that has fallen nearly 30%. So one has to be careful of the CEOs who come on TV and talk big about their companies. When their results come, they will be totally different. IIP data came yesterday. Industrial output rose about 2.7% versus the estimate of 1%. Though it looks lower than March IIP is always higher simply because for year ending, lots of projects happen, a lot of capital goods projects happen during that time. So capital goods and other companies report very strong numbers in March. But in April too, capital goods has reported about 20% rise, which is very, very good. So something like a reality may be in focus today. Today is the monthly expiry of Nifty and Bajaj Auto is reporting its results. Bajaj Auto results will be quite tricky. Right now, Bajaj Auto is under pressure. We have to see how the results really pan out and how is the market reaction to the result. More important than that, Amar Raja result should be good. Ipca Lab should be good. Then you have Prestige should be good. Shobha, I don't know. It's very tricky. NBCC should be flat. Bajaj Hindustan Sugar Company, very tricky. Mazgaon Dog result should be good. And Ola Electric result should be bad. Today is also Samvardhana, Motherson and Motherson Sumi wiring to Mull bonus issue. So there may be some action there. Technically, this Motherson Sumi chart looks very interesting. Incidentally, we have bought into it a few weeks ago. So I think if the news is good, then you never know where it will go. Today also is the board meeting of Tata Sons. We may get to hear something on the IPO, which is supposed to come before September as far as RBI is concerned. If the IPO date is fixed, I think two stocks from the Tata stable will benefit. One of them is Tata Motors and the other one is Tata Chemicals. We have bought into Tata Chemicals some time ago because we felt it was bottoming out, though fundamentally the results are not that great. But with the IPO of Tata Sons, this Tata Motors and Tata Chemicals should benefit. So finally, in conclusion, Trump should have realized that tariffs hurt US more than other countries. And I think the court has taken a proper decision. And therefore, whatever is happening, I think is for good. Incidentally, GIFT Nifty is up about 65 points. I don't know how it will finally fare because today is a settlement day. But these things are auguring well for the markets going ahead. I think by and large, I think we should see markets going up rather than down in the next 2 months. We have been bullish since last June. In fact, we are celebrating our anniversary of being bullish next month. So it does not work tremendously well, but in between June and September of last year, it did work for those 4 months, June, July, August, September, 4 months. Then we had really a bad bear market for quite some time. And from March first week, things have only gone better. Today, again, I'll be cautious because today is a settlement, but we will continue to be long. And so whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you.